Welcome to Oceans of Possibility Summer Reading for the week of July 10th, 2022, Elementary Age Group, Part 1. A Whale of a Tale, all about porpoises, dolphins, and whales, by Bonnie Worth, illustrated by Aristides Ruiz and Joe Matthew. What's the story today? Funny that you should ask. We're going to take on a whale of a task. To learn about whales and their smaller relations, porpoises and dolphins, the group called cetaceans. So please hang on tight as we lower down toward the boat that we soon will be sailing aboard. One very large boat, the best in the nation, Captain McElligot's Cetacean Station. Like monkeys and donkeys and dogs, cats, and camels, whales, porpoises, and dolphins are all kinds of mammals. Cetaceans might look like the fish in the sea, but cetaceans are closer to you and to me. They're warm-blooded like us, but with fins and no legs. They give birth to live babies and do not lay eggs. Fish breathe through gills like the cod over there, but cetaceans' blowholes like noses breathe air. Land mammals have bodies all covered with hairs. Cetaceans have just a few spare hairs on theirs. Our hair keeps us warm, but the fat does the trick. Sometimes like a mattress, it's 2 whole feet thick. Another big difference between whales and fish, thing 1 and thing 2 can explain if you wish. Fish flap their tails side to side when they go, but whales flip theirs upward and downward like so. Some cetaceans catch food with their teeth in their head. Others use something called a baleen instead. Baleen grows in rows and forms sort of a grill for straining the tiny sea critters called krill. But toothed or baleen, cetaceans don't chew. They swallow food whole, that's all that they do. Some whales even swallow some things by mistake, a bucket, a boot, or a big rubber snake. Most cetaceans we know like to swim in a troop. A pod is the name that we give to this group. If danger is near, they will sound an alert to keep their young safe and to help those who are hurt. Because it is smallish, the porpoise is shy. It swims near the shore and does not leap up high. Only Doll's porpoise swims out in the sea. 30 miles an hour, the porpoise is speedy. We can all play a game, so let's make a start. Porpoise or dolphin, who can tell them apart? Porpoise teeth are flat, dolphins are cones. Porpoise noses are shorter with delicate bones. Porpoise or dolphin, it's easy to spot. Dolphins' noses are long, but porpoises are not. Of dolphins, there are about 35 types. Some dolphins have patches and others have stripes. These markings are really a very good way of hiding the dolphins as they hunt their prey. The smallest is 5 feet from its nose to its tail. The largest is orca, or the killer whale. Bottlenose leaps forward as neat as you please. The dusky leaps backward, and it does it with ease. The one we call spinner, McElligott nose, spins round in the air like a top the sky goes, and sometimes the spinner will come to a stop and peer out of the water. It's called a spy hop. This humpback is one very odd-looking mammal. Its back has a hump like a land-living camel. This dolphin's a boto, and what would you think if I told you the boto has skin that is pink? The dolphin has a way of looking around by forming a picture that's made out of sound. It sends out a sound at a high, steady rate. The sound bouncing back makes its jawbone vibrate. Most dolphins could win Mommy of the Year. They take care of their young and keep them quite near. When dolphins are born, a nurse dolphin is there to bring baby up to breathe its first air. And when mom goes to hunt, why, this thoughtful critter leaves baby behind with the babysitter. I bet you are thinking, hey, what about whales? The biggest comes last. Oh, that trick never fails. Whales, as a rule, like to stay on the move, as all of our studies can easily prove. In tropical seas in the winter they breed. In the summer they swim toward the poles to feed. Some scientists tag whales with sensors or plates to study their habits, their lives, and their traits. The sperm whale can dive down 1 mile or more. Its rich blood and muscles are up to the shore. A cave in its head that's the size of a jeep weighs down the whale's body and helps it sink deep. Some whales we have found have teeth much more like beaks. They live far from land, but we've had a few peeks. The narwhal's long tooth is a tusk, as you see. It might work as a sword or an ice pick, maybe. One day you might hear a big loud splash, a whale that has leapt up and come down with a crash. We call this act breaching, and no person, not one, knows why the whales do this, perhaps just for fun? The best breachers of all, they are these whales, they say, humpback and sperm, right whale and gray. The ocean is loud with the sounds of whales talking. They're clicking and groaning and moaning and squawking. Why is it whales talk? To communicate who, what, why, and where, and if they'll be late. The humpback's sweet song won McElligot's heart. It even showed up on the pop music chart. Dick and Sally all set? Oh, this will be a blast. Here comes the blue whale. The biggest comes last. The blue whale is big, and for what it's worth, it's the biggest thing living in sea or on earth. The blue whale is big, yes indeed, and what's more, it's bigger still than the biggest dinosaur. The story of the porpoise, the dolphin, and whale, you have to admit, is a whale of a tale. The end. We're going to make a dolphin sun catcher. So your craft to go kit includes a bunch of tissue paper in blues and white and silver and gray. I'll put those off to the side here. And then you'll have this dolphin in the water. So the first thing obviously you're going to do is take off the backing. And we're just going to stick all the little papers to it. You can use scissors if you want to make things smaller. I'm going to need to use scissors at the end. Let me pull those out to trim around the outside. But right now I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these on. And what I'm doing here is I am putting top layer of light blue, and I'm trying not to get it on the dolphin just because I don't want the dolphin to be blue. Oh, see, I ripped it and it fits perfectly there. So that kind of worked. You can always tear parts of it like this, so there's less to cut at the end. So you'll go around and do that, put the silver or gray, or you can make a white dolphin. You could also make a blue dolphin. You can do whatever you'd like. But just go ahead and put this on, and when I'm done, I'll show you what I've got. Okay, you can see I've covered everything on the back there. There are a lot of overlapping spots, and I have a ton left over. You should definitely have some left over. Go ahead and save them in case you want to make another project like this, or even if you just want to use it to glue on paper. So I'll flip it over, and this is what it looks like. I have these silver stripes in here with some gray stripes. Oops, I see a spot. Now where is that? Right down there. I'm gonna tear that. I think I got it. It looks like I got it. Now you can see though, I have all these overhanging ones. So I'm just gonna try to trim those up with the scissors. It's much easier to do with sharp adult scissors than it is to do with kid scissors. But you might only have kid scissors because you're a kid. It doesn't really matter. You'll get it off somehow. So I just trim that all up, and that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna go hang it on the window so that you guys can see it with the sun shining through. And that's what it looks like on the window. As you can see with the overlapping and everything, it almost looks like stained glass. But that's my dolphin.